unusual signal. Now I've moved to another place on the property where it seems like I might be a little more likely to get modern. So it could just be a can or something, but definitely gotta dig it. And we have that. I tell you, they just used so much copper back in the day. I could probably melt this stuff down and get something for it, because today it's worth a lot more. I clean that just a little bit. Other than getting slimy and dirty, it didn't change it too much. It was just such a nice flat piece. I want to make sure maybe it wasn't a bracelet or something. It doesn't look like it, but looking for any kind of writing. I don't see any. So yeah, it's one of those. First hole here, actually it's not my first hole. I found a pull tab earlier, but considering where we're at, I'm digging just about anything, sketchy or not. This appears to me like it might be old. So I stopped what I was doing and thought I'd start filming. I'm gonna clean it just a little bit, see if we can get some idea of what it is, or at least if it's old. What do you think, Bryce? Old or not old?
I think it looks old.
Okay, I agree. Let's see. I think that the tool for this job is what?
The pee-pee pick.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Yeah. The pee-pee pick rules.
Is it entirely hollow?
Yeah, I wasn't sure. That's why I wanted the pee-pee pick. So, I mean, it's just a little round sleeve, but part of what gives me hope that it's old is it looks like it's made out of copper or brass. So this is probably going to fall into the category of we'll never know, because there just doesn't appear to be anything on it. Now, if you guys have an idea, I'd really appreciate a comment. If you guys know what maybe they used a round piece of copper or brass for. Where I'm digging is dates back to World War II era. It was a training camp, a military training camp. So let me know. Why don't you make a comment? Trash or can? Trash can. The other thing with cans, because they're big, they ring up shallower than they are. So you think you don't have to dig that far, and they end up being deep.
So a long way for very little payout.
Yeah. So a lot of times if it didn't ring up that deep and it's just super deep, I'm just gonna abort mission, especially if it's a high number, because it's gonna be a can.
Yeah, a little bit.
So there you can see we dug it up. It's a good way to tell real quick. It's a good sign it's not deep. Do I see it?
One of what?
Large, thin, now broken, crumpled, aluminum, one of those. So yeah, I got stuck dugging it, but you had to watch it. Finally got a good signal, guys. 16. So that can be a lot of things. Some good, some not so good. Guys, I think it's something good. Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh yes. I know you probably have no idea what this is. Be what I think you are. Be what I think you are. Not what you could be, but what I think you are. How about what I want you to be? All right, guys. So any way you look at it, it's something I've never dug. It could be a collar stud, or it could be a rivet. Now, again, it's old, and I haven't dug a rivet here before, so I'm not going to poo-poo it, but collar stud would be cool. What do you guys think? Give me a comment. Which is it? I have a feeling I know which way this is going to go, but let me know what you think. Guys, if you have a clue, make a comment. I really don't have an idea. It's obviously copper or brass. It's big. If you want to have an idea of how deep it was, here's my 9-inch pin pointer. Going. I mean, we're easily 14, 15 inches. Thing was deep. Alright guys, so this is about a 16 signal. Pretty steady. Went up into 18s. And we have a penny. You see that? It was right on the edge of the clump. Good thing it wasn't valuable. I could have nicked that one pretty good. Alright, this is a 1920 signal. It's reading fairly deep, so probably going to be a penny. Figure you guys got to see how I got my name, right? And dug right to it. You don't do that every time. So definitely a penny. Alright guys, so this was a 28.29. It's almost guaranteed to be a quarter. It's supposed to be right on the surface. Now it did ring up weird, just simply because it was not flat. Whenever they're at an angle, they ring up weird. So, alright guys, this was a 12 to 13. Seems to still be in the hole. You know what that is? That's what holds an ace bandage together. One of them stretchy elastic bandages for you wrap yourself with when you have an injury. All right, guys, this one, kind of a deep 17, about as low as you can get a penny, so it could be a penny. We'll see. Look at that. One of those. It's a large style pull tab. All right, guys, this was a 28.29, which is ordinarily gonna be a really good signal, like a quarter, but it was really all over the place. So I don't know. No way. You guys able to see that okay? I mean, that's a penny. Pennies don't ring up like that. I have no idea how that last one rang as a penny. Now this is again a 28.29 signal. This one's pretty steady though. So, see what we get. You see it there? See that round edge? Oh yeah. Extracted. And that be a quarter. And we got a penny, guys. Another penny popped. And we got a dime. Yep. So it's a little bouncy, but mainly a 16.
What does that mean?
Oh, sweet 16. It's could be just about anything. It's a lot of shotgun shells, bullets, but also buttons. I'm hoping for.
Oh, can we get a button?
Mama needs a button.
A button?
No. I think it might be something cool. I'll give you a hint. It's round.
A bullet?
Yeah. It's white. It's old.
Musket ball?
I
The white
believe
patina?
so. All right, Bryce. So, how do we know that this is a musket ball?
It's round.
Well, that's a start. What else?
You found it in the ground?
Yeah. Well, it's white. That typically means it's made out of lead. But also, you'll notice that it's not perfectly round. You notice this thing on the top. That's called a sprue, and it's because they made it often in the field with a quick mold. They would just melt it down, and then that would be like the vent tube where the air came out, and then they would cut it off. You can even kind of see where they used the cutter to cut the tip off. Pretty cool. Oh yeah.
Or special.
Gonna have to call myself the pull tab popper. All right, folks. They don't call me a penny popper for nothing. You can see the, if you look real close, you can see the Lincoln Memorial. There it is. Okay, so we're playing the, is it a pull tab or is it a nickel?
How do you know?
Well, they're both a 13, but usually a nickel is just a straight up 13. This has a little bit of bounce.
So pull tab?
I'm thinking pull tab. Now, the other thing they say, and for me, it seems like it doesn't really work, is that if you bounce it and you hear that deep, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a deep sound that supposedly means pull tab. I found it does it even with nickel, but the numbers are straight up enough that it's worth a shot. Oh gosh, I need a chisel.
You lied to me.
Well, it can be a nickel, but I'm telling you, it's a pull tab. Yep. And there you go.
Pull tab.
All right, this is 24.25.
What does that mean?
It's gonna be a dime. Chance of penny, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be a dime. You see it pop out, and guess what?
And?
It's actually a penny.
Aha, you were wrong.
But I'll bet you it's an older one, made out of copper. I guess we're gonna need a little bit of the PB juice so we can get a date. I don't know if you can see that, it's really bright out, but it's 1976 or 78, I think 78.
Is that zinc or copper?
Copper. So that's why it rang up so high. All right, well, my son's trying to climb a tree. I think I'll find a penny. And voila, and I can tell just by the feel, this is a zinc penny. It's super light, so it's gonna be newer. And the newer ones are actually in worse shape because they're all made out of zinc. Modern zinc penny. All right, guys, so this is pretty crazy. I don't know how well this is gonna show up, but the whole side of this tree is covered in a cobweb. I sprayed it with water to kind of try and make it stand out. I don't know if you can see that, but like the whole tree. It's really unusual. Here, if you see the edge of it, you can kind of see what I mean. I don't know if the video does it justice. Guys, I never thought I would be filming detecting in my own yard. I don't live in an old house by any means. I mean, it's built in the early 70s. But sometimes I just like to practice. One day I hope to get every little piece of metal out of my yard. So you can see it's a 2021. It's really pretty choppy. But this is right in the area where I've been pulling them out. So I'm pretty confident we have another one here. A lot of rocks in this hole. I can see the edge. Look what we got, guys. So I'll show you pictures. This is my fourth 100 peso coin, and I got 1,000 peso coin right in the same spot. Tell me that's not crazy. Alright guys, so that's what I dug up in my yard. Yeah, it's quite a Mexican coin spill. It's the biggest spill of any kind I've ever found, and it happens to be, you know, a foreign coin, so kind of cool. Sorry I didn't film it all. I had no intent of filming the detecting in my yard because I didn't think I'd find anything. And then after the first coin I thought, well, yeah, that's a fluke. And after the second, and it wasn't really till the very last one that I said, you know what, I'm gonna get out my camera. So here you go.
Are you guys still here? The video's over. Go home.